Greetings and salutations, friends. This is episode 4 of our Diablo Belzebub Let's Play. And as promised, I am going to challenge King Leoric, the Undead King with the big-ass sword and the raspy voice.
The warmth of life has entered my tomb. Prepare yourself, mortal, to serve my master for eternity.
Now, I have found some nice pieces of equipment. I think I found a new ring. I found a pretty nice piece of ring mail. As you can see, I'm wearing it. Here, I think I was wearing just a plain ring mail in the previous episode where I fought the butcher. This is a Grand Ringmail of Zest, or something like that. So, gives a little extra vitality to the character, and it has an armor bonus, so not a bad piece by any means. And oh my, Holy Bolt is it's a little mana intensive. Of course, I still have this thing, and I don't know if I pointed out that belt. Yeah, everything else is fairly standard stuff. And we are at a little bit of a loss here. I have a fire weapon, there's tons of burning deads. They either resist or immune to fire, I don't really quite remember which one. I think it's simply resistance. And we leveled up. For the next maybe 10 levels or so, I'm going to give that 2 points to magic. I think we could use that. Use a little extra mana and some slightly more powerful spells. I have a lot of books sitting around. So here we go. Oh boy, that's a huge increase there, I'll tell you. Excuse me, let's see, can I do another skeleton? No. Nope. Oh well, we can always hope. We didn't really seem to get much out of that level in terms of skill increases, but that's life. I was hoping I'd be able to summon a second skeleton. That would help out a little bit with this area. And I think I forgot to pull that lever. I started packing some more healing potions because I'm constantly using life now to summon zombies and skeletons and things like that, and I can always just exchange life or mana via that spell, which I'm going to use right now. That will be another benefit of getting a higher magic rating, is I will be able to use that spell more often and more effectively. And I think that...
get there from here.
Of course you can. Move, skeleton. Because I cannot get there from here. I love the hammy voice acting in this game. It's actually pretty decent compared to a lot of other games from this era. We're going to try to kite him out if the skeleton will let me. I think he's going to just try to bum rush everything though. There's not a whole lot of use fighting these guys really. Whoa, what is that? That's deep. Okay. Well, that's new. Yeah, so that's a different state of affairs, really. And this game has plenty of surprises.
Not enough mana.
And not enough mana. I didn't quite think we'd have, this craziness going on. My god. Things are exploding all over the place. No one has enough mana. Why are these guys not dying? Well, that's extra new. New stuff all day.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
So yeah. We have a situation. It looks like I'm gonna get creamed. Alright, fighting my way out.
I cannot get there from here.
Yes I can, and I'm gonna run. Run! Run away! Oh boy, well, I don't know what that insanity was. But that was certainly insanity. Yeah, this game has plenty of surprises, I will tell you that. Usually there's not things shooting fireballs at us. That's new. Yeah. Of course, as a Necromancer who cannot raise zombies out of skeletons, we're kind of at a loss. I'm not gonna give up though. You see, here's all the magic books I have. I also found a unique helmet, I think, or part of a set. It's kind of nice, actually. I might do a test with that in the near future, because I'm wondering if it's only vitality that translates over to skeletons and zombies' health, or if it is vitality and hit points. It does say pretty specifically vitality, though. So I'm going to assume that it probably is, but it never hurts to check. So we are kind of fucked here, really. I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to do what I used to in days gone by, where I would kind of trick Leoric into an area where there's some grates, and you can't really get in there. Hold a verve, 6 to vitality. That's not too bad, actually. 6 defense. So it's about on par with that. I might buy that, actually. I have the money. How much is that? Yeah, I do have the money. Map of the Eagle. I thought we were just going to kind of roll over Leoric, laugh at him. I should have known better, though. The Butcher proved to be a far more adept foe than he ever was in the original game. Claymore. That's not very impressive, really. 5 to 15. I think Falchion was a lot more than that. But, yeah, so we'll get that belt that we can't wear. We need 33 strength. I'm not even gonna bother. We'll pick it up later on. Pick something else up.
Hello, my friend.
I am very picky about equipment. Cape of the Fool, great. That's like negative magic. Might as well just not even sell it, actually. I could throw it on the ground and not even waste my time. Yeah, so I do tend to be very picky about equipment, and I think sometimes it's a very good thing. Other times I kind of screw myself over. And that is a composite staff with warp. It sounds like it might be good. Here, we'll get a book of healing. Maybe a book of flash. I don't know. That's a lot of money. I'll save some money. And we'll buy a few mana potions. Why not? I do kind of watch my healing spell, because I want to know how much it can heal me for. So 18 to 88, damn, that's a huge range. And 20 mana, that's really what I'm concerned about. And I kind of like to know where I stand. 19 to 94, because, you know, I do tend to cast this which needs, actually that could use some levels too, really. Hopefully, I have several books of Dark Pact. Hopefully we'll be able to use that. That might help us a little bit. We are kind of in a rock and a hard place here with King Leoric, though. I think I'm just going to have to bum rush in there and hope for the best. I do know you can open up a secret room, and maybe I can clear the enemies out of it and make some headway. 43 magic, and I'm sure I have like 41 magic or something. 42! How could I guess? I could have guessed better. I've been trying really hard to get, like an amulet of the sky and another ring of the sky and all that stuff. I've actually been like reloading the game and getting Griswold to respawn his inventory that way. I haven't had much luck. That stuff tends to be very rare. Okay, run! Run, 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 run. I think we'll be alright here. We'll just outrun him completely. He might not even catch up with us. He's not really very what's the word I'm thinking of? Trying to do too much at once here. He's not very persistent, generally speaking, so let me just knock these things down. Hideous abominations that they are. I guess that explosion was coming from Leoric. Maybe he's doing like corpse explosion or something. I wouldn't be surprised if they gave him that. Okay, there we go. Now that room right there is filled with skeletons who want to kill me, so we're not going to open that up quite yet. We'll do that later, since we love skeletons. And we're going to open this room up. Now, drawing Leoric into this area will accomplish two things. One, we'll be able to get behind that grate and have some protection from that big-ass sword of his. And two, it will separate him from his summons, or his skeleton slaves, or Counselor Terran. What the? I guess that's one of his undead followers. That's interesting. Maybe I should try killing them, actually. Maybe there's a trick to that. It will also, but as I was saying, it will also separate him from his summons, which is important. As you can see, Holy Bolt is quite an asset. It's even useful late in the game, like on the highest difficulty. In the final level, it's actually useful because you fight a lot of undead. You do have to have it really built up by that point, though. I have used it. I don't know if that will count for this, of course. This is a slightly different ballgame. Use another potion, why not? I don't think it will hurt us, so try killing one of them. Opening up another sarcophagus, maybe killing another counselor or whatever. Epistotoles the Blessed. These names, he's not so blessed anymore. Yeah, we'll bless him. Give him a little holy bolt.
I cannot cast that.
You gotta wait. Getting the cooldown on that will be highly beneficial to us. We can Duke Noctis. Oh my. It was easy. Did things happen? No? Yes, maybe. Another mana potion, great. I'll heal up. I don't want to stay by that area too long. I don't want to accidentally catch his attention. And nothing. No one came out of that. Huh. Leoric tomb. Nothing. We get a pretty good item from him too. We'll get the Undead crown. In fact, I'm probably gonna have to look through my inventory at. Oh my! Run! I don't see Leoric here. We really left him in dust. Sure. Ah, there he is. Good old Leoric. Corpse exploding everywhere. And try to bait him with the skeleton. Just generally try to perturb and irritate the good king. See, if we do this, we'll do this. He's not, oh no! King Leoric. You sneaky guy, yo.
Not enough mana.
See, it really rips him up. And we got him.
I'll find your son. Not enough mana.
And we'll find his son. And kill him. Or not quite. That would be kind of a jerky thing. Okay, I guess we'll bring our skeleton back now. I wasn't going to keep raising that thing. Because it would really just keep down. Oh, a crossbow.
I have no room.
I didn't know they had crossbows in this game. Very slow attack speed. I'm not surprised. That's basically the story of this character's life. And the crown now. This is the epic Undead crown.
I cannot get there from here.
I'm not going to do level 4 on screen. There's not really much of a point. Of course, we get a nifty axe there that we gotta come back for. And of course isn't even useful to us, and that didn't help us. And I highly doubt that would give us, that gave us enough mana to cast Town Portal. I could just use the scroll. But I'd rather just save the 200 gold. There we go, not dead. Town Portal's very expensive, I should check it. So yeah, that actually went a little bit better than I expected. That old strategy actually worked. I thought, you know, surely. It didn't work as well as it used to. They did seem to tweak his AI a little bit. Oh, these are all horrible things. White cap of disease, that's great. Club, oh, another club. Unique crossbow, oh, the Needler. I guess crossbows probably aren't featured in this game. The Undead crown. And we'll go to Griswold and see what we got.
Oh, what can I do for you?
I'm probably going to hold on to the Needler. I'm just going to collect all the special weapons. One-handed weapon, really? Unusual item down. That's pretty cool. Good cool stuff with that. The Grey Belt of Skill is at Dexterity. I'm hoping to find like a helmet or something with a little life regeneration on it. That would be tremendously helpful. That's great. Yeah, so hit steals 4% life Undead Crown. That's that. And that thing sucks. I'm not even going to worry about that. And we're keeping that just for fun. Shits and giggles, as they say. And is there anything good for us? I would like a mace, maybe. Or, well, yeah, not that. Even a saber. Like, being able to use a saber would be helpful. And they're pretty fast, and they do more damage than clubs, but I can't use them, and as of yet, I don't have something that's better. You know what? I'm gonna wear this for a while. This will kind of I'll use that to kind of compensate for the lack of life regeneration. That's kind of like poor man's life regeneration right there. It's actually not a bad strategy, really. Sapping the life of your enemy if you fill your own. That's quite a good strategy. So, yeah, we'll use the Undead Crown. That. And I think we can talk to Ogden. So wait, where did we put the cleaver? Yeah, we put it there. And I'm just gonna put weapons on one side and armor on the other, and fill pages up with uniques and rares and stuff, or whatever those are. I guess it's a set item since it's green. That's one thing you can't tell. Oh yeah, there is a slight difference in their color. I'd have made the uniques a different color probably. But that's just me. And one interesting thing about the Undead Crown is I think that 4% to hit is global. You know, life stealing, actually, I should say. Be a little more accurate in my description there. That's actually global, if I remember correctly. Usually the life stealing just applies to the weapon's melee attack. But I think with that, it actually applies to magic attacks, which makes it very nice. Book of Firewall. I have just enough to buy it. Why not? I actually have more in the treasure chest. I'm going to do a test with Firewall when we get to the place. Firewall is probably one of my staple spells that I use in this game. Depending on how friendly fire works, though, I might not be able to use it with the skeleton and the zombies because it would kill them. Now, I could use it in some situations, though. I don't think it would be totally useless by any means. So, yeah, 34 to 52 damage. It makes it very nice. And for just 20 mana, you do all that damage for a set period of time. 10 seconds. It really increases as you level up and all that. What's our town portal? 35. That's why it's so expensive. Yeah, so we'll just put that on. And go on the thing, cast it. See if it hurts the skeleton. That would really kind of change the mechanics of the game a lot, to be honest. Because we'd be able to basically stand in the firewall and hit things. Not have to use it strategically, so in some ways I hope they didn't change it and turn it off, but I have noticed my bolts go through that.
But I fear that it was only part of a greater evil at work. However, we may yet be saved from the darkness that consumes our land, for your victory is a good omen. May light guide you on your way, good master.
In fact, you know, I might even use the Needler, since it is a one-handed weapon. You can have a one-handed range attack. 5 to vitality. Increased chance to hit. Not a whole lot of damage though, I don't know. You still have a shield. Doesn't display. It doesn't display a crossbow graphic, of course. But I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. See how it goes, as they say. Okay, I think I have everything. Yeah, our damage is really piss poor. Let's see. Oh. Alright, skeleton. We're going to do this for science. Oh yeah, it hits him. It hits him hard. So I imagine it would bake me too. Yeah, it's good to know. Better to know than to not know. This is useful, at least. I'm probably not going to stick with it. I can... Probably just better off keeping the club on and slinging spells. I could find a much better weapon. Alright, I'm gonna change this out. Cool idea though. I like how they did that. Alright, let's go in there, holy bolting. Holy bolts ablazing. There we go. Then we get loot. Small shield. A robe. Well, I keep getting mana potions down here. And a short sword. Oh, yeah. I think maybe I can finally actually use a short sword. I doubt it's going to be better than this club. Like, this club's kind of like just good enough to preclude the use of other weapons that I can actually equip, but not very good in general. It's quite a situation. The fact that it's blunt helps it a lot, because it's the extra damage against skeletons and stuff, zombies and all those nasty beasties you encounter down in the early levels of the game. It's very much welcome. There's probably bad guys over here, actually. Yeah, they're shooting at me. Also found that I can hit ult and get a description of the items instead of having to toggle control constantly. Having the item names up all the time gets a little ridiculous. It starts to blur, not blur, but it starts to crowd the screen. There we go. We'll be seeing a lot of horrors as we go on. And use our spell here. Go back to level 3. And we will, I guess I'll cast Town Portal, why not? That way you guys can see all the loot we got out of here. I'm sure it's amazing. Ha ha ha. Now, I think in the next video I'll be... Oh, full health, oh my. I should have tried to check and see if I got any... Oh wow, Shield of Vitality, that's nice. I should have checked to see if I was getting any life from attacking things with the magic spells. I'll have to check that and I'll let you guys know in the next episode. But as I was saying, I have a tendency to digress so much. As I was saying though,
Hello, my friend.
I will do level 5 in its entirety. Rift Rock in the next episode. Just so you guys can see the first level of the catacombs. I might do some quests in the catacombs. Well, I will certainly do that. Any quests we got, I'll do that. And if there's not really a whole lot of quests for the catacombs, I don't remember. But if I feel like there aren't, that's kind of the... If I think there's not a whole lot of quests, I will end up maybe doing like level 7 or 8 or something like that. Just so there's a video of that. That's a nice axe, actually. Too bad that's a horrible weapon choice for this character. That attack speed really affects your ability to do damage. And they did tool around with it a bit in this game. I think they actually made good choices, though. Kind of makes the characters stand out from each other more. Of course, no good weapons, right? Is there something good here? No. Alright. I'll stash my uniques back up and head out to level 5. And if I find any quests that are interesting, or actually level 4, excuse me, and then we'll do level 5 in the video. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I will certainly be back with more Diablo Belzebub or Belzebub or whatever the fuck it is. So until next time, good luck and happy gaming.